Hello. So in my last video I talked about the new Saucony Endorphin Pro 3, how much I was enjoying the ride and looking forward to racing in the shoe. Felt really responsive. I had an issue with I think with the lacing and the tongue sort of combination. The tongue was a bit short for heel lock lacing, and the original laces were round and thick, although this only seems to be on the on this particular colorway, which is called Lite. Somebody in comments on the last video suggested it might be part of the Visi Pro range, which I think is like the Saucony's high vis range. I couldn't see any of that in the advert, and I can't see any of that on the box, but that would make sense. And possibly these original laces, which are round and very thick, they may be reflective. I haven't actually tried it at night yet, and it is quite a bright sort of colorway, so that might be the case. I had a race coming up. I was a bit concerned. It was a half marathon. I was concerned about the sort of hot spot I was getting across the top of my left foot, sorry, my right foot. So I thought I'd swap them out for some flat laces like I got in all of my other Saucony shoes. And I did have a spare pair of flat laces from my original Endorphin Pro 1, which came with a spare pair of laces, and I tried these. They're way too long for this new shoe, which I thought was a bit odd, but it's because the original Endorphin Pro has an additional eyelet, or rather the Endorphin Pro 3 has one less eyelet than all my other Saucony shoes, and which meant that the laces were far too long. So even with, if I did a heel lock like a runner's knot and used the top one, it was still too long. And because I was having problems with that heel lock, I didn't want to use the top hole, and even when I triple knotted them they were way too long. So I needed to get an alternative, and I didn't have much time before my race, a couple of days, so I thought I'd just try these sort of elasticated lace lock, which are very popular for triathletes because you can get them on and off very quickly, and I have used them before when I used to enter triathlons. So I tried these. They are still round design, but they're much don't know if that's going to be picked up on the video, but they're much thinner, and I didn't have any issues with the hotspot at all. I ran Cricklade half marathon a few days ago, loved it, loved the shoe, got a PB, felt really responsive, but they were still kind of forgiving. So on the bits where I was feeling tired and hadn't slowed down a bit, I felt like they were still giving me something back, which wasn't the case with Endorphin Pro 1, where I felt you had to be on your toes all the time. But I ran a good race, I was really pleased. So PB at age 55, chuffed with that. I think some of that may be down to the shoe. So, you know, I am definitely recommending this shoe. When I was running, I didn't have any problems with this type of lacing. That felt good. It was only afterwards I realised that my left foot, I developed a huge blister on the ball of my foot, which only on one side. I think my left foot may be slightly narrower, which may have caused the issue. This version of the shoe is wider than the original, and I'm just wondering whether, although I was locked in at the heel, I'm just wondering whether there was a problem, wasn't quite locked in enough in the sort of midfoot, which may have caused some slippage. I'm kind of guessing a bit, but because it didn't actually bother me during the run, it was only afterwards. So I've still got a bit of a question mark over the lacing, and so I ordered some more flat laces, and I've got some shorter ones. So the original ones that I already had were like I think I measured 130 centimeters, and these ones I ordered 91 centimeters. I've not tried them out yet. I've put them in my other pair, my other half of a pair, and I'm going to put them in this one now, swap them out and go for a run in a minute, and I'll report back with how they felt. Okay, bye. So just back from a run, a bit warmer than I thought it was going to be, and probably shouldn't have worn this top, but here you go. Just a steady run with trying out the new laces, mainly steady, which for me is about 5-minute 30-kilometre pace, with a few little bits for where I sort of went up to tempo pace. So when I'm running steady, the shoes, I tend to land on my midfoot and heel, and then tempo more on, like most people, more on your toes. The shoe felt really good, the laces felt fine, felt well locked in. I mean, it's only a short run, so it's still early days. The test will be in 2 days time when I'm got a 10k road race. I'll definitely wear these shoes and these laces for that. The PB is 40 minutes 50, which was I set a couple of years ago when I was a couple of years younger and a few pounds lighter, so we'll see how we go. Having said that, just got a half marathon PB in these shoes, so you know, there is a chance depending on weather conditions and so on. So I'll report back then and see if I'm happy with these laces then. Okay, cheers, bye.